Maybe you're allergic to your dick being in a mousetrap.
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Maybe your dick is allergic to cheese.
The Ponder Freak Podcast starts now.
What is up, Ponder Freak Nation? Welcome to the Ponder Freak Podcast, a podcast that thinks too deeply into hypotheticals, real scenarios, and random questions. I am one of your hosts, Stephen Kelley, and my good friend, Hemi, is here along for the ride as well.
Yep. I'm just here along for the ride, guys. Actually, I'm driving this boat today because we're on a boat today. I'm actually coming up with some of the ideas and stuff today, folks. So, I got a bit of a quick paced show, I think. Today. I think it'll go relatively fast. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some would you rathers.
Oh no. Okay.
So, but with these,
Yeah.
I want you to not only tell me, your initial would you rather. After you answer me, then I want you to tell me the pros and cons of both options.
What? Oh, no.
And then after you discuss that, if you change your mind and think, oh, you know what, actually, then let me know.
Okay, so I could do a quick response. So we're doing my instincts first.
Yes.
Which is always awful. And then we're going to do the deep dive and be like, oh, no, that was stupid. I would actually do this.
Yes, precisely.
Okay, good. We're exposing my stupidity. Fair enough.
Maybe. You might not. You might instantly already know.
Okay.
But once we dive deeper into it, you might be like, well, you know what? Now that I think about it. So it'll be interesting to see the difference after a well thought out.
I feel like this is a good way to prove how persuasive you are. I feel like I'm going to be like, this is the answer. You're going to be like, well, this, and this. And I'm like, I'm not sure anymore. Here's money.
Wow, here's money. Okay, yeah. All right, let's do it. Money? Sign me up. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're actually going... Oh, also, the theme for today's episode is all of these would you rathers are things that have already actually been done. So you can actually look some of these things up on YouTube or whatever. The vast majority of these you can just look up on YouTube. The other things are things that you can look up online, and you can read more about the situation. And I will tell you what I know, today on the podcast. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start. We're going to start real simple, okay? And then we're going to move to the harder ones.
Okay.
So I've set it up with levels.
Oh, God.
All right. So, would you rather set yourself on fire or jump into a frozen pool?
Oh. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, just the initial answer, I'll say frozen pool.
Okay.
Is this where we dive now?
Oh, let's go.
Okay, because
no pun intended, I guess.
when you say frozen, are we talking a solid block of ice, completely frozen?
Well, it's not like the YouTube video where the dude did the cannonball and it just landed on ice and slid and hurt his ass. Not
and his coccyx just turned to dust.
Yeah, his coccyx was completely kaput. It was gone. So no, not that. No,
okay.
But there is a layer of ice on it for sure.
Yeah,
the water's cold as shit.
Yes.
So yeah, you're gonna jump into it. You're breaking a layer of ice. You're now in frozen water. And let's just say that's what it is.
Okay. Well, I recently saw a video that tells you how to survive that stuff, so I'm definitely going that route.
You're going that route.
Yes.
So you don't want to set yourself on fire.
Wait. How are we setting ourselves on fire? Like, am I wearing the stuntman suit where I'm protected and I get put out at the end? No, I'm like, my skin's burning.
Well, yeah, because you're not wearing any protective clothing when you jump into the ice water. So it's just like regular clothes shit.
Okay.
Like your clothes are on fire. You can stop, drop, and roll though, like whenever you want. Same as when, like once you're in the ice water, you can get out instantly.
Okay.
But it's just which one would you rather experience? Being like extremely hot and on fire?
Yes.
Or being extremely cold and then still getting out and continue to be extremely cold?
I'm just gonna stick with the frozen pond.
You're going frozen pond? Okay.
Because I mean, my clothes tend to have like polyester and stuff, and that fuses to your skin, and I don't want to play that game. I don't want to permanently wear the same shirt forever.
That's fair. That's very fair. What about it? Like, all right, so it does. All right, fine. It fuses to your skin, right? But you know what? You still have burns. You still might have really bad burns. You're gonna have scars.
Got to be Freddy Krueger for every party at Halloween from now on.
It's a rough time. It's tough.
Oh, Deadpool. You could play Deadpool as well.
Deadpool.
Both of those work.
Deadpool. How did he even? Oh, because he went through all the torture stuff and all that, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's what was happening. Yeah, that's right.
So he kept mouthing off, which is what he normally does. And they're like, okay, well, we know you will mutate if we go extreme enough. Let's just go ahead and turn it up. And they did so. Right. And now he looks like an avocado, I think is what was said.
Yeah, I think they did. Oh man, that was a good movie. I liked it. Okay, so for sure. So the bad side of lighting yourself on fire is definitely like the scarring and all that kind of stuff, and that's for sure bad. Now the bad side of jumping into a frozen pool is hypothermia and death and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm saying if we're going the extreme cases.
Sure. Yeah.
And now, of course, extreme cases of being on fire is death, burning alive all the way.
Right. So I'm assuming you can warm yourself up afterwards.
Yeah, totes.
Either through a vehicle being close or with the fire. It's just like, oh, a lot of my skin just fell off. Time for the emergency room. It's very quick repercussions. That's tough. There's no quick consequences.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess repercussions. I don't know. One of those.
I agree. If we're going fast, if we're just, jumping in and jumping out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like if I could watch somebody do it first to gauge, if I set myself on fire real fast and I just roll around real fast, I don't know how much of me is being engulfed. Like, do I have a lot of gasoline all over my body? Am I fully yeah, you know what? I should actually. Gas should be all over my body because you're jumping fully into ice, water, right? Like fully head deep. So yeah, you should be fully engulfed in flames.
If gas is involved and you're not just on, like, if you jump over a campfire or something and your pants catch on fire, that's one thing, and rolling around will put it out. If you're in a liquid, the liquid has to burn off of you. There's no amount of rolling around unless you completely smother it, which rolling around won't do. So you've just really amped a very terrifying situation.
Maybe I just assumed that it would burn fast.
I mean, yeah, but if your clothes get soaked with it.
Yeah, no, I don't mean like you're like completely soaked in it. I mean just like a light, quick little sprinkle layer.
Just a quick dousing.
Yeah, that will, 1, set you on fire. Okay. 2, your clothes would remain potentially on fire, if they ignite, or your hair or whatever. Yeah, for sure. Until you roll that shit out.
So this is like someone walking by. They hate you and who you are as a person. And they have enough time to splash you with gas and then throw a match at you and you're on fire, is what we're getting at. Right. Okay, good.
Basically, yeah.
Well, this sounds like a hate crime. This is fantastic.
That's it. You did it. So yeah. But with that, we're still jumping in a cold cold lake or pool or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think I'd probably pick that too, between the two.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I've actually done that before. I think I did it when I was a kid. I think I jumped into a pool that had ice in it, and I'm still here now, so I know it could be done. I've done it.
Well, you got those polar clubs where those old dudes go and get into the Arctic waters and up north, not Arctic, but way up there. They get in there and then come in and warm up, and
Yeah, and obviously they've trained for it. All these things you could probably, I guess, train for mentally or prepare for in some way.
Yeah.
But I want you to go into all these just literally things, which I know you are, but just thinking, would you do it specifically?
Right.
Because I think that's the funniest way to look at a lot of these. All right, cool. So I'd say we probably, nailed that one down,
Yes.
right? I mean, not much more to that. All right, cool, awesome. So let's move on to the next. So, would you rather eat a live scorpion or eat a live tarantula? Either way, you got to eat something live.
Cool. So this sucks. Just to start
Right.
there. All right, tarantulas are fuzzy.
Yeah, they are.
And tarantulas are pretty big. So is the scorpion the same size?
Oh, they're big. Like, imagine whatever the biggest one of both is. That's what this is. They're huge. So both of the videos on YouTube are done by a guy. He has a channel. It's called Food for Louie, I believe. And he ate both of these. He ate both of these
alive?
Things. Alive, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. If I'm just going quick reaction, I'm going to go scorpion.
Okay. And so why do you say that?
Well, if I have to eat it alive, the tarantula could bite me, right? So the mouth, he could dig right in, hit me with his venom, all that good stuff pretty quickly. A scorpion, I can hold it by the tail and bite it, killing it.
You're not worried about his little clamps, the little clampy joints?
This is if I have to choose. There's lots of concern.
All right.
But I see the scorpion going better for those couple of reasons.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm not mad at that.
I don't know, the fuzz of the tarantula. I just see myself gagging and trying to make it happen. I think I would just end up throwing up.
Yeah.
I would too with the scorpion.
Oh, you're going to throw up probably regardless.
Yeah.
But now, mind you, the other thing that I may not have mentioned is, like, you have to imagine with these things, would you rather?
Yeah.
You have to go all the way through with it. So even if you're throwing up, you still have to finish eating the scorpion and the tarantula. Hey, same as the setting yourself on fire. You were fully engulfed in both. Like, you did it all the way, right?
Cool.
So you have to eat it all the way. That's the catch to the would you rathers. It's not a would you rather take a bite out of a scorpion. No, you're eating the whole thing. Which one would you rather do?
Yeah. So I'm still going scorpion.
Still scorpion.
Yeah. So I'm a texture guy, and I just
okay.
I don't know. Like, when I see a kiwi, like, obviously you're not eating the kiwi whole, but that fuzziness bugs the shit out of me. It's like
it bugs me too.
A slightly hairy
it's weird
dude. And you're eating it.
You wouldn't eat him?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't eat a slightly hairy dude?
That's it. And kiwis seem like testicles now that I think about it. It's just like a scrotum. It's just one nut. And it's like, you peel them.
Sweet little kiwis.
Now when you look at kiwis, you're going to like, oh, I used to like that fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to like it. It's still good. It's still enjoyable. Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
But yeah, I think that one's pretty quick. I would just scorpion if I'm forced.
Okay. All right, cool.
People eat scorpions a lot more often as well. You got those like lollipop kind of things, the tequila lollipops and stuff. So
that's crazy. Like, why would you eat a scorpion? Can you imagine what that would taste like?
I think they cause a hallucination kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah. Some of these tequila, whatever scorpion they associate with it. There's even in one that did may have been one of the James Bond films. He was drinking on the beach, and he had a scorpion on his hand, and I think he ended up eating it in the end or something.
Nope.
Or maybe he just captured it with a shot glass. But it's all associated with tequila and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
Yeah, not me. I'm not eating a scorpion. But if I have to in this situation, I think I am. I think you're right. I think this situation really for me ultimately boils down to if I have to eat both of them,
Yeah.
then I think it is going to be a texture situation. I mean, I have to eat them, right?
Yes.
So I might as well pick, all right, texture-wise, what's my best bet?
Yes.
I think you're right, too, about the venom situation. I don't think I would want to bite the tarantula from like the butt end because I mean they make
there's gonna be lots of juices. Oh, I can't.
There's gonna be a lot of juices. They make webs and shit too, right? I mean, so the webbing is from the butt. What if they spray web in my mouth when I'm trying to bite the butt? Like, I don't know, man.
Do tarantulas make webs? I don't think they do. I think you're okay there.
I don't know. Okay, cool. Good. All right. If they don't make webs, I mean, you still got to eat it, right? It is what it is. I actually technically then, if that's the case, then I think it may potentially be easier to come out unscathed eating the tarantula.
All right. Well, see,
I say that because if you're above it and if you can pinch its legs together fast enough, it can't move.
Yeah.
Once you have its and that's kind of what the dude did in the video. So that's what I'm basing it on.
Okay.
Once that's done, you can then kind of bite the butt or whatever. Now it's dead. So then you don't have to worry about getting bit by it.
That's what I was saying with the scorpion, because you kill it, then it can't pump you with its venom.
Right, but you still might get clamped though by the hands. I forgot how he ate the scorpion, but you still might get clamped. I just mean you might come out unscathed.
Just imagine that they're like little land lobsters.
Yeah, land lobsters.
Lots of flavor. You're good to go. It's a fancy dish.
I like it. What would you, if you had to only eat the tarantula, what would you try to think of it as to get through it? What if that's a land lobster? What's a tarantula?
I don't know. What an awkward shaped kiwi. I got nothing.
An awkward shaped kiwi
with gummy worms hanging off, huh?
Oh,
that's been rolled in carpet after being lit.
That's so gross. It's so disgusting.
So yeah, you got a kiwi for the body, moist gummy worms that have been rolled in hair, and I think that's a tarantula.
Moist gummy worms. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, totes. Well, I think, I think ultimately, all in all, I think I, too, am probably going still with scorpion, even though you may come out unscathed, maybe with the tarantula.
Yeah.
And you might actually get pinched by the scorpion.
Yeah.
I agree completely. The little hairs on the tarantula.
It's so off-putting.
Because, you're going to have mad hairs stuck in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to be in there, and it's not going to be easy to wash out.
It's so weird, because the fluids, the gushing of guts.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's gross. But then, like, when you said hair in the mouth, I was like, nope, that's it for me. Nope.
Right.
The hair.
Not getting hair in my mouth.
Because hair, right? Like, every human, when you say hair on your tongue, like, every human starts to, like, they feel that instant sense. And they're like, I know what you're talking about, and it's the worst fucking thing in the world.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah, hair on your tongue fucking sucks.
Right. And we all know it.
And honestly, I think that's why I'm making the decision I'm making right now, based on that alone. Because both sucks. But I think I'm making that decision based on that fact.
Right.
I don't want all the little hairs on my tongue, so I'm going with scorpion, I think. Isn't that weird? That's what...
Yeah.
Because the creepier part is hairs on my tongue.
Sure. And, well, these are things we've never done, right? So we're like, what limited experience we have, let's apply it. We don't like hairs on our tongues, so let's go scorpion.
Exactly.
and like every survivalist is like, wow, okay. Y'all are dead. And we're like, well, we died without hair on our tongue, so I see that as a good starting point.
You know what? I wonder if after hearing this, if some people were like, "Oh yeah, no, I don't want hair on my tongue. Yeah, fuck that. I'm going scorpion too." I wonder how many other people are agreeing with us based on that fact.
Right.
You know, because that was one of the first things you even mentioned. I think you were like, "Oh, there's hair on it."
Yeah.
Like that was one of the first things you mentioned,
Absolutely.
and I was thinking too. Yep, that's gross. Don't want that. Don't want to eat the little hairs. Yeah, that's creepy.
That's the human archetype right there. We all relate.
That's hilarious. All right, cool. So yeah, man. So I would say that one is pretty well hammered down. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. So far we're still agreeing. I don't like this. We need to disagree on something. All right. It's getting a little more epic now, so prepare yourself, good sir.
Okay.
Would you rather stick your hand into a beehive or place your penis into an armed and ready to snap mousetrap?
Ooh. That's tough. That's tough.
Initial reaction. You got to pick right now. 5.
Pick right now?
4, 3, 2.
This sounds stupid,
1,
but penis in the mousetrap.
0. Oh my God, he picked the penis in the mousetrap. This sounds stupid, but penis in the mousetrap.
I know. I don't think I'm allergic to bees.
Yeah?
But it hasn't been thoroughly tested. So the hand in the beehive.
So based on the fact that you might be allergic to bees,
I could die.
You're putting your dick in a mousetrap.
Well, keep in mind, dick in the mousetrap, if you're flaccid, may not be as bad a deal.
No, your dick's still in a mousetrap. It still sucks. It's always going to suck. It's your dick in a mousetrap. If you're flaccid, though.
You really put the pressure on me.
You know what? I would dare to say, because yet again, all these things are YouTubeable. Literally everything we've discussed so far, just YouTube, whatever. And you will find all of these things on YouTube, someone doing it. So I can almost guarantee you, I did not do thorough research, but I can almost guarantee you there is a flaccid and non-flaccid dick in a mousetrap video. So with that in mind.
Actually, you know what? If you're hard, it depends on the mousetrap. That might actually work out better.
Then it depends on the mousetrap?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you have this, because some are a little bit sharper, some are just, are we talking old school? There's cheese on the end, and it just clamps really hard.
We're talking cheese mousetrap, bro. Old school cheese mousetrap.
Okay, so it's just like a metal...
Yes, metal snapping.
Okay, like a metal wiring slaps down and decapitates the mice.
Yes, the metal wiring that is designed to snap the mouse's neck to kill it. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
On your penis.
I don't know. I don't know if flaccid would work better, because flaccid
on the head of your penis.
See, like when you're flaccid, you're like Mr. Fantastic, right? You can stretch, you can fit into small places a lot easier,
right?
And the mousetrap, you know what I mean? Also, are we punching the beehive, or are we like gently putting our hand in and then gently pulling back out?
You are sticking your hand into the beehive, and you are bringing it back out.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to punch into the beehive.
Okay.
Unless you think that that's the best course of action, in which case you totally can.
You could punch in, punch out.
Because maybe that's the best bet. I don't know.
See, the thing is, are we talking like a beekeeper to where we have the boards and you put your hand into it? So an actual nest.
So in this particular video that I found, which yet again, if you just type in,
put your hand in beehive,
hand in beehive or whatever, I'm pretty sure it'll pop up. It had some millions of views, but it was this dude who I'm pretty sure was what do you call it? Like a pest control dude.
Yeah.
And he was teaching his son about these particular like bees and shit, I guess.
Okay.
So he sticks his hands into the bees and literally like slices through like a bit of them and scoops them. And now they're just all on his hand.
Yeah.
And then he's telling his son,
Hey, it's your turn. Now you go do it.
and his son's like, no.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh, come on, go be a man.
and his son ends up going to go do it. He does it, and they don't get stung. And he like, you know, he flings his hand downward, and that's how they fall off your hand. And I'm like, how are you not stung yet? So that was crazy to me. I don't know if it was those particular types of bees or whatever, but
Sure.
It was still done. It was on video, and
The reason I was asking is like if you're breaking the nest, that's when defenses happen. But if there's room for you to get in, and like apparently it sounds like he had a way to like cut or maneuver to get his hand in there to where they didn't feel threatened, then obviously that would be the better choice.
right.
My first initial reaction was like, oh, I had to make a hole big enough for my hand, so they're already pissed off, and now my hand's going in. What if I'm allergic? Oh, the world's ending. Oh, I'm swelling. Everything's fading.
Right.
I felt the pressure, Hemi.
Yeah.
And now my dick is in a mousetrap. Thanks.
That's what happened. So, but based on all this, like based on everything, you know, with that now with the mousetrap situation, it, you know, your dick's in a mousetrap. You know what I mean? It snaps on.
You're going to feel pain no matter what.
It's gonna be painful no matter what. You know, with the bee situation, you might not feel pain,
right?
But it might be crazy pain, and in your situation, you might be allergic.
Yeah, I don't think I am. I've been stung by lots of things, and I just haven't been stung by a bee.
But you might be. Maybe you're allergic to your dick being in a mousetrap.
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Maybe your dick is allergic to cheese.
Oh.
And maybe this isn't the cleanest mousetrap. Which makes it even more disgusting.
Excuse me, is this yogurt dairy-free?
That's hilarious.
I'm into weird shit, and I need to know if it's dairy-free.
I like stuff. Cool. So based on all that, what's your final? Which would you pick?
I'd go towards bees.
You would do the bees.
Yeah.
So you would switch. You wouldn't do the dick in a mousetrap thing anymore. You would now do bees.
Yes.
Yeah.
And see, you can see what pressure does, and like when things are really happening and really going down, and you're like, why did that person make a bad decision? Well, oh, now you know why. Because.
Right. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I don't want to do any damage to my dick that it can't be fixed.
Sure.
I want to be able to use it for the rest of my life. If my hand ends up getting badly scarred, I can wear a glove.
Oh yeah, do the Michael Jackson thing. Good to go.
And still have sex. and I'm Gucci. So I think I too am going bees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually, because, you know, obviously when doing this, I thought a little bit about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm probably going bees. So when you said dick in a mousetrap, I'm like, oh, okay, we might actually have a bit of a difference here. But for the first time, you have actually changed your mind after initially saying something. So it happened. Cool. Good. This is fun. This is nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in this situation, it could be life or death, right? So,
oh, totally.
Sharp pain from the mousetrap seemed appealing at the time.
Yep.
Which it still technically could be, because it would be funny if we're like, oh, yeah, do the bees, and I go do the bees, and I die. Like, oh, I guess you should have done the mousetrap. Oh, well.
Right, yeah, totally. Yeah, all because he didn't want his dick to be fucked up. Now he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is true. But I think I would take the chance.
If I'm looking down on my body, I'm like, yeah, still the right choice. My dick is intact.
Right. My dick is intact. Oh, that's amazing.
We did it.
Yep. We did it indeed. All right, cool. So, all right, got a couple more here.
All right.
So, all right. Would you rather Free fall from a hotel window that's 220 feet off the ground onto potentially a trampoline or cushion or whatever. Or tightrope walk over Niagara Falls.
What? Well, tight-roping, is there any kind of harness?
Yes. So let me go ahead and explain both situations to you. So the as far as free falling from the hotel window, Dar Robinson, the late stuntman who died in a motorcycle accident while filming Million Dollar Mystery, accomplished some of the most dangerous stunts in history during his career. His most well-known was when he bailed out of a hotel window 220 feet above the ground for a movie, Sharky's Machine. To this day, it is still the highest free fall ever performed without the use of wires for any commercially released film.
Okay, so, but with that being said, there's a nice big cushion. The math is done. You're falling into what should be a safe situation.
Right, technically. And that's if you hit your mark, because mind you, he is a stuntman. You are not.
Yeah.
But you're the one who has to do this. So I just want you to look at it from that perspective. These are things that have been done by people, but this guy is a trained professional. You are not. That's terrifying. Versus the other one, which is, and if I'm sure I'm going to pronounce the name wrong, so I am very sorry, but I believe it's Nick Valenda.
I like the accent. That helps.
No, it's Nick Walenda. The Canadian daredevil would need his passport for this stunt because in 2012, he did what has been illegal for 125 years. He tightrope walked from the United States to Canada in an unprecedented event that took almost 40 minutes. 40 minutes of tightrope walking.
Well, I mean, you got to think Niagara Falls. You got a lot of air moving around there. Tightroping is not going to be an easy thing in that situation. Now, if you have the safety harness and you fall, cool. Can you just stay in the harness and pull yourself? Or no,
No, you have to tightrope walk the whole way through.
The balance of a hippo. It just would not work. It would not work. I think technically it's the safer approach, but if I starve,
yeah, because you're actually harnessed in, so you can make it through. You just have to tightrope walk all the way. Now you can fall and then put your feet back on and then continue to tightrope walk.
I would go 2-3 steps, fall down, 1.5 steps, fall down. People would be like, "Oh, this is not amazing." They would leave.
Yeah,
there's a chance I could die of starvation on the way. That's how bad I think it would go. Well, it depends how thick the wire is too. Because I know, like, their feet kind of curl around it. They have those special shoes. And I just, someone would sneeze watching me, and that would be enough for me to fall down.
Yeah.
Whereas the leap, I know for a movie, it's going to be a very thick, safe cushion. I just need to fall, preferably on my back, and be limp.
Right.
So I think I would do the fall. I think I would just do the quick. Just get out of the way.
See this sucks because I think we're about to agree again.
Well, that too, yeah.
I am so afraid of heights, like so deathly afraid of heights, that the tightrope walking situation. One, I do believe it would be very beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the scenery, sure.
Niagara Falls, that's great, cool. Saying that you walked over it would be awesome to say, for sure. But it took a skilled tightrope walker to walk over it.
Right.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
A skilled one. I'm definitely gonna be up there for long as fuck, just as you said. So I hate heights so much. I don't want to be up there that long at all. I also want to get that shit over with. But the main reason why I hate heights is because I don't want to fall from them.
Yeah, there you go. There's your catch 22.
I don't want to do that, right? So I can either fall from these heights to potentially being okay if I hit the mark, or I can just be up super high and just know that I'm safe technically.
Yeah.
I think I'm jumping, man. I think I'm just going to do it and get it over with because I'm going to go crazy if I'm stuck up there.
You know, it's funny with the tightrope one, like afterwards, you'd be like, I'm graceful as shit.
I'm graceful as shit is what you'd think.
Because, I mean, you're like, I tightroped across Niagara Falls. Like, everyone would be like, wow, he must have really good balance, which is not true.
Right.
Because you don't have to say how long it took you.
Yeah, and people wouldn't ask either. They'd be like, wow, that's amazing.
No, they'd be like, whoa, do you have footage of that? Like, yeah, I have a second of it. I can only show 1 second at a time.
I have the Blu-ray because it's a very long film that had to go on Blu-ray only.
Here's the VR experience.
Yeah. So okay, cool. So I guess we're in agreement with that then. That's what we're doing. We're just jumping out of the hotel window.
Yeah. Now I would like to say I'd probably poop myself a little bit for both.
Oh yeah.
So as far as the tight roping, you know, you got Niagara Falls down there. You know, you could poop in Niagara Falls. No one's going to notice. But when you hit that mat and everything just comes splattering out, they might notice.
So I agree with you. Shit's definitely going to happen. I guess the situation is, since it's going to take us a long time to travel on that tightrope, there's probably going to be a lot of shits that are being taken. They're probably not all going to just fall right down your pant leg like you'd hope and fall directly into the water and it's just splish splash plippity plop and everything's great.
So we're talking a peanut butter situation, I guess.
Yeah, you're probably going to have a lot of just smushing around popping off the whole way. Oh, you're going to pee too, I'm sure. Oh, you're going to pee.
I would dare to say your concentration at that point would probably be the highest humanly possible.
Yeah.
Because if there's anything embarrassing, all of a sudden we become like Jason Bourne. We're like, I see all the exits. I know the fastest way to get to clean pants. I feel like all of a sudden you'd be like, I'm good at tightroping. I have to be. I have poop in my pants. I'm done. I'm done with this. The exit's right over there. All of a sudden the math is translating to your feet movements and you're doing it perfect.
So you're not scared anymore.
Nope, no fear.
Because you're so embarrassed.
I've pooped out the fear.
Oh man, so I don't know, man. Maybe if that's the case, that's what we should choose so we can overcome fear itself. And learn that embarrassment is the worst thing of all.
It's the poop ultimatum.
Embarrassment is the worst fear. Oh, that's
right.
So funny.
I think it would take over.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I agree. No, I'm still jumping out. If my shit slings and hits anybody, 1, funny. 2, I think everyone would understand. You go do it. Yeah. Is what I would say in response. But I don't want to have potentially a lot of smushed shit all in me because I was up there for 3 hours slowly moving.
I think with the fall, I probably wouldn't poop. I probably wouldn't.
I might shit.
I think there'd be an initial extreme fear, but then like you've already leaped. And I wonder how long it takes to fall that far. Probably only a few seconds at most. May even be like 2 or 3.
I don't know.
In 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
Let's just imagine it's 10. Like, what if it's 10 seconds of free fall?
Oh, that's such a long time.
Because they said this is the longest free fall of all time. So
Yeah.
I think 10 is a long time, but it might even be longer. Who knows? I don't know.
Nah, not at 225
220
or whatever feet. No.
Yeah. Who
We're
knows?
good. It shouldn't be that long.
All right.
And then watch people be like, no, actually, it's 15 seconds. Oh, well, fuck. Thanks, scientists.
I know. But just imagine it's like 10. Just to like,
Sure.
you know.
To play devil's advocate. I get it.
Yeah, just to be like, that's what we're looking at. Because it's bad, right? Both are bad. Both suck. I don't want you to be like, well, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm...
If you ever looked at a microwave for the last 10 seconds, that's how far you're falling.
I know, right? Oh my God. Especially if it's like something that you really, really want to eat. Oh, it seems like it lasts forever.
I think this is another hair on the tongue situation. Just all humans get it.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'd still do the fall. The fall still.
I think
yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So sadly, we have continued to agree. All right. Are you ready for the last one? And this one is the most extreme.
Well, of course it is.
Would you rather climb up a 3,000-foot mountain without gear, or leap off the top of a Swiss mountain with a wingsuit on and thread your body like a needle through a hole in a nearby rock that's only nearly 6 feet wide?
Well, 3,000 feet's not crazy, so I would climb the mountain.
Without gear, without rope.
Well, how steep is this mountain?
Oh my God, it's the steepest mountain. So here, let me tell.
Oh, so like we have like a flat surface that I'm like.
So look, this dude, Alex Honnold, I think is, I'm sure I mispronounced his last name, climbed to the top of Yosemite's El Capitan Mountain without ropes or safety gear. And it was filmed by National Geographic. Now, this mountain is like super duper steep. It's like just, you're climbing like almost straight up almost.
Oh, yeah, I can't do that.
You're climbing almost straight up, which is nuts. 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Now, the other one, let's see. It says the development of the wingsuit in the mid-90s enabled stunt people to get closer to the skies than ever before, leading to some pretty insane feats. One of the coolest and craziest we've ever seen happened in 2014 when pilot and base jumper, I guess it's Uli Emmanuel, leapt off the top of a Swiss mountain and threaded his body like a needle through a hole barely 6 feet wide. The amount of skill it took to prevent his body from being smashed to gory bits on the rock face is unbelievable. And the footage from a GoPro mounted on his head will give you a heart attack.
Okay.
So these are things that have been done. They are doable. You know that you can technically come out alive.
Sure.
But which one do you pick initially?
Okay, so is this like an arch that's 6 feet wide and there's air on all around it?
It's like a hole in a rock.
Okay, so it's like he's going through a mountain, like there's nothing but wall
Yes.
and stone on each side?
Yes.
Oh, well, so there's a 99.99% chance I'm dying either way.
Maybe, yeah.
So how quick do you want to die? So that's what this has become for me.
Well, so what do you pick? What do you pick instantly?
The wingsuit would kill me the quickest, so I'm going to do that.
Wingsuit. You're going wingsuit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because the other, I could hit some sides, then some more, experience extreme pain, then die.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the bug hitting a windshield approach.
So you've already just accepted death then?
Yeah, no, I'm dying. Not unless something accidentally great happens. With the wingsuit, I think that's more possible. I give myself like an extra 0.3% chance of living.
Yeah.
But it's still 99 and up. that I'm going to die.
This sucks because I think I also want to pick the wingsuit. But some people might not, though. Some people might be like, nah, I think I might be able to make that climb. And maybe you can. It's just, you know, I think my arms would for sure give out. You know what I mean? And I don't have any ropes or anything.
Yeah, exactly. My shape,
Yeah.
which is portly, would not. And it's just, oof.
What if what if you don't fit through the hole? What if your shape is too big?
6 feet.
You said I fit through the hole.
I'm not the human blob. I'm not. It's not gonna go foomp. If I was 6 feet wide, like what wingsuit are they getting on me anyway?
Yeah, no, that's true.
They're gonna be like, oh, no. It's like that really big bird in Angry Birds that just knocks everything down with the tiny wings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good one.
That's what I've become.
That would be you. You're the angriest bird. You're the angriest one.
It just would not be so yeah, I'm gonna go bug on the windshield approach, and if I miss the car, then I live.
Yeah.
And I feel with the wingsuit, with climbing, there's a lot. Not saying there's not a lot of talent, but there's a lot of training with climbing and knowing which spots to grab and knowing the extent of your body and which way you need to go.
Yeah.
And those climbers, just years of training.
Yeah.
With a wingsuit, you're like, oh, if I lean this way, I go that way. I don't know how much, right?
Right.
I'm not that skilled, but I at least know if I tilt, I tend to go that way. So I'm going to tilt and hope it's the right amount.
Right.
To go through that hole.
Yeah, I'm for sure doing that too.
Yeah.
That sounds like the safest bet, but holy shit, probably going to die both ways.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a good 99% and up.
Oh, man. Oof. That's tough. Just imagining if you had to do the mountain, though. Like, you know, if you're on the mountain.
Yeah.
Let's just say you made it halfway up.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just hanging there. And your arms are weak. And your fingers are just so tired. They're just cramped.
You threw up mom's spaghetti?
They're just cramped. And you're like, oh, I need a break. I just need to sit somewhere or something.
Yeah.
And you can't.
No, there is none of that. Not if it's how you describe. No. It's you versus the world, basically. It's you versus what time created for so many millions of years, either with a glacier or, you know, whatever happened to create this rock face. It's
Right.
just you versus that prehistoric obstacle.
Right.
So good for him. The other one, you're like, hey, here's some technology. You want to do something cool?
Right. Right. Totally.
It's less, I mean, it's still epic and it's crazy. We're doing stuff like that, but I don't know, just human, no tools, no nothing. You're just another caveman saying, "Hey, I'm going to climb past you."
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Insane. But yeah, all these things were successfully done and people lived through them. So they're all, you can make out all of them. But yeah, man, I think I'm also doing the I think I'm flying. I think I might be able to figure it out in time.
Just because I want to die faster. That's my main reason.
See, I'm different. See, I think I might be able to figure it out fast enough to be able to potentially make it through. I think I could do it if I had to.
Okay. If you had to, yeah.
Well, you got to think positive, because if you're like, I'm just going to die, you're not.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Well, thanks. But you got to think positive. Otherwise, you're just going to be like, I'm just going to, fuck it. It's all, I don't know. It's exactly what I thought. You know what I mean? And you're like, poof. I'd much rather be like, yo, I could do this shit and like focus on doing it.
Man, I'm right.
I know, right?
At least I died being correct.
I knew I was right. Thump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd much rather be right too, but be right about getting through alive and being like, yo, I'm going to make it. I'd much rather be positive and then last minute be like, oh, hold on. Oh no, I died wrong. Oh man. I think I need the hope.
No.
I need the hope to get through it.
You do. You absolutely do. Yeah, just 100%.
Yeah.
You would have to hype yourself up to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it'd have to be crazy. For sure.
And what's crazy is just, there's people there and they're getting you ready and you're saying all this shit and like, I'm ready to take on anything and da-da-da-da-da.
Mhm.
And then within a minute,
Ah.
they're like, oh, that's another one.
Well, he shouldn't have picked that one. He should have picked climbing the mountain.
Well, if there's ever population control game shows, this will be one of them.
Oh, yeah. Would you rather? Yeah, it would for sure.
Stick around. See if Steven wins the $1 billion. See if he can get through that 6-foot hole. No one ever has.
Or is he gone forever?
And they would just leave the bodies there and leave the splats around it.
Oh, my God. Ugh. Yep. That sounds like something that'll be on TV soon.
It's like, what was that movie? Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. They had that. So basically they were putting these criminals through all these things where they could be killed by like gladiators and stuff. But it was like futuristic gladiators. Now keep in mind futuristic 80s.
Right.
So they were electrocuting people or wrestling them and putting them on spikes. But Arnold Schwarzenegger was winning, and the show was like, well, that we don't allow that, even though they're supposed to be able to win. They killed everyone, even if they won.
Wow.
So they wouldn't have to pay out. So they made fake footage of Arnold getting beat, and we're just trying to deal with him later. And it's just so interesting, like how plausible something like that could be. And I feel a wingsuit going through a tiny hole would be a good way. Like, oh, he has a chance. It's the smallest chance in the world, but he has one.
Yeah. I'm doing wingsuit.
I'm doing wingsuit.
I'm doing wingsuit, and I'm coming out victorious.
While on fire, covered in bees,
Covered in bees.
and a mousetrap on your deck. We're going right in.
Oh, I'm doing it.
And with a scorpion in your mouth.
I'm going in full force.
Oh, God.
Biting down harder on the scorpion because of the mousetrap situation. I'm also a little nervous about going through this hole, and these bees are pretty fucking pissed at our velocity.
Yeah. Done.
Oh my God.
Easy. Not a problem.
Oh, and I have to do it while I'm flying by a tightrope walker.
He's cheering you on.
I have to fly under the tightrope walker.
Yeah. Or you can make it through all of that. Then you can just do a free fall at the end. You don't have to worry about the tightrope, okay?
Oh, that's nice. Thanks.
Spit out the scorpion, shrug off the bees, unclamp the mousetrap, and then fall down.
Oh, everything's good to go.
Good to go.
Ready to go home and go to sleep and never step outside again.
I need to heal for a decade.
Oh my God. Yeah. I would for sure have to hibernate after an experience like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. All right. I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, Hemi?
Nope. Completely thoughtless.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to our show. It truly means a lot. Find us wherever you find your favorite podcast and check us out on social media. Just search Ponder Freak. We can't wait to hear from you. Till next time.